Welcome to the Book Chronicles. Storytime, get ready with me. And I'll be showing you the product. I got Mineral Touch Liquid Foundation. I got that in the color Scarlet. And I'm not going to be using this primer because I'm using up the primer that I already have. But I'm going to start by priming my face. And we'll do a little story time. And today we're going to talk about my favorite book ever, what made me a reader. Is the book by George Orwell. It is 1984 by George Orwell. In senior English class, Miss Bentley, who was my all-time favorite teacher. Fortunately, she did pass away. She was on my Facebook. So what I'm using right now is my e.l.f. face primer that I just showed you. But this is a good primer too. Can't wait to use the one we got from Lico. But face primer really helps you to, really helps hydrate your face, as well as helps the makeup last. Bentley was my English teacher. Scarlet Foundation. What I really liked about senior English class is the thing we did was read books and we got tested over. Of course, there was a movie adaptation of 1984, but she assigned pages every day. And what was great about it, get my beauty blender and blend it in. But basically, we got to read books. But the book that really stuck with me was 1984. What it's about is a young guy named Winston. Well, he's not really young. He's probably in his 40s. He works for Newspeak. I've read this book, no joke, probably 4 or 5 times. I mean, for me to like it that much, it made quite an impact on me. I really loved it. But Miss Bentley was the sweetest lady. In between classes, you had a few minutes. Well, I would go ahead and go, and I would just sit there and talk to her. Because I just loved her that much. And I would read the book, and she would just sit there and watch me read the book. And it just made her so happy. Just to know I was really enjoying it. I think that's good. Pretty good coverage. Now we're ready for the concealer. But she was really special teacher. She really was. I look forward to her class every day. I hated missing school, missing her class. But once we got finished reading the book, we got to read the movie. And his job, he gets these little things, and a little thing that's sent to him, and he's supposed to alter it into what government at the time is Big Brother. Everybody has this telescreen in their home. He does have this little tiny space in his apartment. He discovered that it must have been like they overlooked it when they put the telescreen in, but he can't be seen. He buys this journal, and he's able to write his thoughts and everything, which is crime. It's a dystopian. It was the first dystopian book that I ever read. The telescreen wakes him up every day. He has to do these exercises. He has these cheap cigarettes. They're being starved. So now, going back to this for a second, I'm putting on concealer. The Con by Urban Decay. It is shade, it's warm for fair skin. And I also use Instant Age Rewind Eraser, because I'm getting old. Obviously, if your teachers are dying, you're definitely getting old. I just put it here. I put some here. My nose in here. Twist it and the product comes out. And I like how it has a little sponge thing. So even actually, you could blend it in with that. I can even put some of my eyelids to prime too. So they have to go every week in the book to this thing called 2 Minutes of Hate, where they watch these propaganda videos of this guy named Goldstein. And they sit there and for 10 minutes yell, scream, throw things at the screen. It's pretty intense. But anyway, during the 2 minutes of hate that he has to go to, he meets this girl. And she is supposedly part of this group of women that are promote abstinence. And they, every time they have this, they look at each other like they're translucent and they can see through each other. So they're true feelings. So they end up meeting and these different times where he got the journal. The act of him even buying a journal was a crime. So he has to keep it hidden. That's why he only writes in it in that one spot in his apartment where the telescreen can't see. He just happened to have lucked out by getting that one little area. The guy that he bought the journal from, I used the concealer. Now it's time for a little bit of setting powder. The only setting powder I have, it came as a free gift, but it's a Kat Von D setting powder. I like it a lot, but once I'm just using it up. Once I do, I'm definitely gonna get some from Lico. But they start meetings and of course they have sex and they're really opposed to the party. They make these plans to run away. Here we go, setting powder on. Yeah, it's a great book. Just blend that in more. But that's the setting powder by Kat Von D. Pretty good. Although it's the only setting powder I've ever used, I can't compare it to any others. But ultimately, one day they're in their little secret. It's upstairs above the shop where he got the journal. Ultimately, they get caught because unbeknownst to them, there's a telescreen in there that's covered up. This part in the movie and in the book is the most scariest part because it's above the bed. I think it's on the other side of the room, but it falls down and all of a sudden there's a telescreen there. And he's looking out the window. All of a sudden it drops. You are the dead. Just like that in this creepy voice. In the movie, it is also in the book too, the part. Here comes the candle to light you to the bed. Here comes the chopper to chop off your heads. And then, so they're both arrested and separated, taken to different institutions, and they're pretty much brainwashed. So it's a pretty good book. I told you bits and pieces. That's not all of it. Now it's time to prime my eyelids with Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the shade Sin. It's kind of like a shimmery primer, so I really love it. After we read it, we had the assignment for it. Tested over it after. I kept on reading it, and she was just amazed at how much it impacted me, I guess. So there we go. Got the primer on. So our face is primed. I got the foundation on. I got concealer on. Setting powder. I'm not a makeup guru, so I'm probably not. If there's anything I'm doing wrong, you can tell me below in the comments. I know I'm new to makeup. I have this Naked Reloaded, Naked Cherry, Born to Run, and of course the Game of Thrones. But I think we're just going to go with this one today. I'm going to use Retro. It's called Retro. You probably can't see it. It's my transition color. I'll use Endgame for the corners of my eyes and Reputation on my lids. I'm using these, just a crease brush. Tap a little bit of the product off. You just go like in your crease. But that was the main book we read. I hold it like that. You don't want to hold it this way. But just hold it this. Kind of helps you have more control over it, actually. Believe it or not. But after we read the book and we watched the movie of 1984, when she told us she had the movie, I was really excited to see the movie. Of course, the book has more, in my opinion, but that is retro. Then I'm going to take this brush. I'm going to pat the other color on my lid. Actually, I'm going to use a mirror. Okay, so both sides match. Looking good. And get this brush, and I'm going to use Reputation. And I'm going to pat on the lid. It blends pretty nicely. But basically, that's what I'm doing, is patting on that color on the bottom lid. Then, I'm going to take a more precise brush and take some of this. That color was called Reputation right here that I put on my bottom lid. And I'm going to take this color called Endgame and put on the very corners. And I'm going to blend it in. Don't worry, it'll look better when it's blended. And now I'm going to take this a smaller brush, and I'm just going to blend it in. I'm going to go this way. I know you can't see it very well. I'm just going that way, blending it in. This I'm cleaning up a little bit. But that is how I wanted it. And the next thing, eyeliner. And I'm using Kat Von D. Again, I got this as a little gift, but I really am loving this because it goes on really seamless. I just take it and I'll swipe. And the other side is tricky. So I put my elbow down to have more control. All right. Now I can clean it up a little bit. And that's the eyeliner. This is Tattoo Liner. It's Kat Von D. And the next thing is mascara. Urban Decay Troublemaker. I'm excited to get the 40 from Lico here. I think it releases the 29th. So that should be pretty soon. It's a shame I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and put my setting spray on. I use Urban Decay setting spray. And now I'll be using this Mother of Dragons highlight palette. I use the darker shade Regal on my cheeks, and the lighter shade I highlight. Then I'm just going to take my brush with the darker and go up in my cheeks. But let me know if you've read that book, 1984, what your thoughts of it were. Let me know what your favorite book was in the comments, what book impacted you. So we're just going to take a little buffer brush and buff that out. And that's pretty much my blush. And I take a little precise brush. I'm going to take the middle one. And I'm going to go, right here and highlight. You see that highlight? Then I take some and highlight the brow bone. I'm going to highlight the tip of my nose, which I love doing this. Then I kind of line up right there. So you see that highlight. Now I'm going to show you, that should be a completed look. Top it off. There's Pumpkin. Say hi, boy. With some lip gloss, Urban Decay Fireball lip gloss. But that's the completed look. Hope you enjoyed the story time. I hope you enjoyed Ready With Me story time. Maybe Mel will do it. Hit the like button. Put down in the comment if you want Mel to do this. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.